Why does it feel like no matter how much you achieve, whether it's the money, the muscle, the marriage, you still feel empty? You hit your goals, you've built the business, you have the family, but behind closed doors, you're tired, disconnected, and still watching porn like a slave to your urges. Here's the hard truth, brother. You didn't just pick up a bad habit. Your brain got rewired for comfort, mediocrity, and numbness. And in today's episode, I'm breaking down the 7 steps to rewire your brain after porn so you can reclaim clarity, energy, motivation, and finally live like the man God has designed you to be. This isn't a recovery podcast for the weak. This is for high-performing men who are done living below their calling. Guys, welcome to the Rebuilt Man podcast. My name is Coach Frank Rich, founder and creator here, and it's been our mission for the last 6 years to help high-performing individuals just like yourself that are caught up and enslaved to pornography break the chains and step into the life that God is calling them to live. So if you're new to the podcast, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you're watching us there on YouTube, make sure to turn those post notifications on. But you've probably heard that quitting porn isn't just about accountability or filtering your phone. That's not enough. And why? Because porn has changed the way that your brain fires. It's hijacked your dopamine system. It's made you allergic to discomfort and addicted to shortcuts. And it's not just affecting your sex drive. It's stealing your purpose, your presence, and your power. If you want real lasting transformation, it starts with rewiring your brain for success. And here are 7 powerful ways to do exactly that. We're breaking down the 7 steps here to rewire your mind and reclaim your focus. Number 1 is you must identify how porn is quietly killing you. The truth is, brother, you can't heal what you don't confront. Most men think that porn isn't hurting me. Look at all that I've achieved. This was a lie that I bought into for so many years. But porn only doesn't just stop you from succeeding. It stops you from enjoying the success you've already had. One of our clients was a multi-millionaire entrepreneur, married with 2 kids, yet he felt hollow. Why? Because porn had numbed his emotions and robbed him from his presence. You got to ask yourself right now, you got to take some inventory. Are you disconnected from your wife and kids despite the success you're having in your career? Do you wake up feeling drained? Are you chasing more success, more status, the next accomplishment as a reason to avoid the pain? But you got to face the truth. You got to make a list. You must start by identifying how porn is quietly killing and sabotaging your life. Step number 2 here is once you've identified those areas, you must make a plan to heal them. Awareness just isn't enough. We have to have a plan. If porn is making you emotionally distant as a man, how will you practice presence? If porn is killing your confidence, how will you rebuild it starting today? You got to build a recovery plan based upon this restoration. If you're disconnected from your wife, schedule weekly date nights with her. If you feel that you're there but absent with your kids, plan daily one-to-one time with them. If you're struggling with your confidence and your belief in yourself, write out daily affirmations on the man that you want to become. Ask yourself this question: if I were already free, how would I live different today? And then go live that out. Once you have a plan, you have to set a 12-week target and anchor this vision. Because without real urgency, we're going to drift. Take your plan on who you want to become, on the life that you want to live, and map it out into a 12-week goal. You may be asking, why 12 weeks? Because it's long enough to transform, but short enough to stay focused. If porn kept you disengaged with your kids, your goal might be spend 30 intentional minutes with each kid every single day for the next 12 weeks. Or you could build an intentional morning routine that doesn't involve your phone or dopamine. These goals will begin to retrain your brain, not just resisting porn, but pursuing your purpose as a man. Once you got this 12-week plan laid out and you're beginning to take action, step number 4 here is to go through a dopamine detox. If your brain is flooded with junk input, you can't expect to produce clean outputs. You got to cut off social media, YouTube rabbit holes, video games, Reddit, and fantasy sports. The research shows us that chronic overstimulation shrinks your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that is responsible for discipline and long-term planning. You don't struggle with focus and commitment. Your brain is just overstimulated from too much dopamine. But don't try to accomplish this all at once. You must start small. No social media for 30 days. No screen time after 8 p.m. Creating tech-free spaces and boundaries within your home. Go on a daily walk without your phone, just your thoughts and God. Once you begin to detox your brain, you will begin to regain control. Once you're going through that dopamine detox, step 5 here is to begin to practice daily gratitude. Gratitude isn't just a fluffy meditation practice that people talk about online. It is rooted in neuroscience. Studies out of UCLA show that practicing gratitude literally strengthens neural pathways tied to contentment and reduces the brain need for constant dopamine hits. Did you hear that? You want to get out of the need to constantly be stimulated? Begin to practice gratitude for the things you already have. Start every day with writing 3 things that you're grateful for, but just don't make it a daily checklist. Ask how feeling grateful makes you feel. Begin to embody and embrace that feeling of gratitude. And then ask yourself, why is that important to me? If you're grateful for your kids and your wife, how does expressing gratitude for them make you feel? And why is that something that is important to you? That's a missing piece for a lot of guys with gratitude, is they treat it as a rational checklist exercise. And they remove the emotion from it. And without the emotion, you're not going to experience what this can all be. At the end of every day, begin to reflect on what went right. This trains your mind and your brain to seek joy within the moment, not the need to escape it with porn. Once you've got this daily gratitude in practice, we're going to move on to step 6 here, which is to undergo and go through a physical transformation. If you want to change your brain, it starts by transforming your body. Porn will literally rewire your brain to avoid pain. But training hard, lifting weights, rewires it to embrace discomfort. We had a man in our program that lost 35 pounds. He rebuilt his testosterone, and he finally started to feel confident in his skin again for the first time in over a decade. This physical transformation isn't about vanity. Yeah, it's great to look and feel confident in how you present yourself, but it's about alignment. Alignment with the man that you know you can be and the man that God is calling you to be. Start by tracking your meals, train with intensity. Anchored in that 12-week goal and vision should be a 12-week fitness plan, and go out there and crush it. When you look in the mirror and you have respect for the man that is looking back, that rewires your brain for victory and for confidence. Go through a physical transformation. The fastest path to real change in your life is going to be rooted in a physical transformation. Number 7 here, break your old patterns and routines. What I mean here is your brain is stuck in these loops. You have to break them, rewire them through novelty. Start by doing tasks differently on a day-to-day basis. Brush your teeth with the opposite hand. Take a new route to work or a daily place that you go to. Exchange scrolling and Netflix for journaling and reading. Shut off the music and listen to audiobooks or podcasts. These small shifts in your day-to-day routines will activate neuroplasticity, forcing your brain to stay alert, adaptive, and engaged with real life, not with fantasies. New patterns equals new wiring, which equals a new man. 7 steps. Brother, they're simple. But the truth is, it doesn't mean they're easy. Most men never change because they're trying to do it alone. But what I've done is I've created something different, a brotherhood, a battle-tested system, a place where men like you not just conquer porn, but become the men that God is calling you to be. So here's your next steps. If you're ready to take action on these 7 steps, join our free 7-day porn reset. It's 100% free. You'll get instant access to a daily system, the training, and 1 week free inside of our brotherhood community. All you got to do is click the link down there below in the show notes or visit www.therebuiltman.com/7-day reset. But don't waste another week living below your potential. Start to reclaim it today. Rewire your brain, rebuild your identity, and reignite your freedom. Visit therebuiltman.com/7-day reset, brother. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the inside.